If you sat next to me on public transport and you caught me watching this particular video,
stealing kisses on the cover, babe. I say forever when I...
would you be intrigued or would you look away? What if I told you I was watching sexy jacked cowboys against my will? Well, I'd be lying, but that's beside the point. The point I'm trying to make is that Instagram's algorithm can land you on a piece of content that you had no real intention of actually watching. So somehow, in my deep dark abyss of scrolling, I ended up landing on an ad for an app called PLINK, an app which appears to have the same sort of format as something like Tinder, with the swiping, the matching, the getting double message from real down bad dudes. Hey there, little lady with Riz. Go away. But here's the real kicker: its target audience is for gamers.
We're supposed to be friends forever.
I lost my absolute marbles when I first saw this, and if curiosity kills the cat, then this pussy is absolutely destroyed. Because I kept rewatching this ad over and over again, which leads to the algorithm doing its little thing, which then eventually leads to a lot less hot, sexy, jacked, ripped cowboys in my feed, and a lot more ads for PLINK. And I've taken the liberty of screen recording every single one of them I've encountered, and we're gonna look at some of the highlights.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He always been freaking me out.
Yeah, this one's the straw that broke the camel's age of consent. Why is a dude, presumably in his mid-20s, looking for a 16-year-old gaming partner? Oh dear. And this is only the first ad as well.
As a gamer, you have to try this app. PLINK has the best gamers hanging out on it. Advanced matchmaking based on stats and preferences. Or chats, public hubs, and group calls for almost all the big games.
Stats, hubs, the ability to land on an episode of How to Catch Your Predator. Ooh, but we won't really mention that in the marketing, will we?
Then I remind generic white male that Jolanda told him she was 15.
What? No way.
Think about it though. Is it really any worse than when I was at the tender age of 12 playing World of Warcraft with 30-year-old men? What? What does this mean? Dads don't think gamer girls are real, I guarantee you this.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June.
Oh, so that's who your dad's warning you about. Your sister. I mean, if you're into that.
Do you feel lonely at night without any teammates? Exhausted from waiting for your perfect teammate among randoms? Here's a solution. PLINK app will find a teammate for you in seconds. Whether you want to have a teammate with a cool KD rate.
Are you alone? Play this free. Alright, let me get my ducks in order. So, through PLINK, you can look for a 16-year-old gaming sis that my dad's not very fond of, which also has 3 kids, which I'm assuming in this fetish narrative I'm the uncle of. Sweet, I've already made a profile. Now, I haven't been on a dating style app in a number of years. This is, of course, namely due to my lovely girlfriend who's given me her blessing to jump aboard this sinking ship. But when it comes to the gaming side of things, I typically play like RPGs, MMOs, and war shooters. So to break it down simply, I have the gaming taste of a middle-aged man. So unless I'm going DILF hunting, which isn't out of the question, fellas, I think she'll be fine. Now, before hopping into this, I did peruse the PLINK Instagram page, and after waving through society's finest, asking who's the girl with the big tits, I did see someone saying that this costs $10 per week to access all the features of the app. Now, already the juice is not worth the squeeze, but my little mush brain completely forgot about conversion rates. So if you want to access this app and find a mum of 3, in Australia, you got to pay a whopping $17 per week. So the time came to hop on, and I made my profile genuinely me, how I would make a profile. It's got my name, it's got my Steam name, it's got a photo of me with conjunctivitis. Like I said, I got the gaming taste of a 45-year-old divorcee. So the best chance of finding my gaming sis that my dad warned me about, I got to go through the most popular games on my account. Now remember what we saw, the ads aggressively advertised this place to be packed to the rafters with not only chicks, but
Gamer chicks.
oh, just gotta fix that real quick. So after a good amount of swiping through potential gaming partners, almost all men, really wow, I decided to pack it in for a day and like a nice delicious tiki masala, let the whole thing simmer. A couple hours afterwards, I had a total whopping 2 new matches. One guy who unmatched with me almost instantaneously, probably because he realized that hot MILF is not actually a hot MILF, no shit. So you're telling me that no one wants to play with this guy? I sussed his profile out and he has written, "Where's my horny bae?" Brother, I will show you horny bae. Now me personally, I wasn't getting the results I hoped for, and I was done living life with a half chub. So I did what any sane individual would do. I started catfishing. I whipped onto the app, I changed my profile to female, renamed myself to Nadia, say it backwards. My screen name is now Nadia Plays, screenshotted a photo of one of the girls from the ads and made it my new profile picture. I am no longer looking for a gaming sis, I am the gaming sis, and I went on a swipathon. At this point, I was on the goddamn sorry, Nadia was on the goddamn hunt. Lo and behold, posing as a woman on a dating site, the matches came through almost instantaneously. And after an evening of hardcore swiping, you know what I woke up with? You know what I fucking woke up to? I've been greeted with well over 100 new matches and a flurry of new messages. Hey Nadia, sexy Oz by the way. I have a PlayStation and I'm looking forward to playing with you. Damn, you're hot as fuck. Smooth. Screw Rocket League. What other games do you play? My man, I am playing the biggest game of all, you have no idea. And out of 130 matches, only one sharp-minded dude was able to call me out on my bullshit. And honestly, those odds are just a wee bit concerning. So what do I take away from this? Well, bottom line, if you want to find the gamer girl of your dreams, don't pay $17 a week for it. If you are hell-bent on finding your PlayStation princess, this is not the way to go. My brother of the sword, they are taking you for an absolute ride. You're better off whipping onto Steam and buying yourself the FAP and Cum simulator. It's a lot cheaper and it's 18+, which PLINK is not.